Welcome everyone, it's Romero17 and this is another episode of the Fight IQ series using Alexander Volkov. And with Alexander Volkov in the heavyweight division, he kind of suffers from something known as tall man syndrome, and it's really hard in this game with a longer range fighter due to like frames and whatnot to fight on the inside, which makes sense, but it puts you in a lot of danger. So with Volkov, I'm looking to utilize his teeps, utilize his knees, and I really want to avoid grappling at all costs against Daniel Cormier, who's an A-plus fighter in the heavyweight division with phenomenal grappling stats. And just like what DC would do in real life, this player's pressuring me, getting close. He's not allowing me room to breathe. So unfortunately, right now I'm kind of stuck in his world. I try to take him down, maybe catch him off guard, because not a lot of people really expect somebody who doesn't really do takedowns to take somebody down. You know, you just try to throw people off the game. But one thing that intrigued me a lot about this dude is that he really stuck to trying to fight like DC. So the game plan, kind of like the meta game plan for most people when they get in the tie clinch, to go for the big elbows, go for the big knee, and then you get the break, get the rock, etc., etc. However, there's something that people don't really know, is that you can get drops. You can get a knockdown off the single collar, right, if the head health gets low enough. And if you work gradually in the clinch and build damage that way, it pays off dividends later in the fight. I tried to go for the takedown again. Not very smart of me. But like, the key point is that when we get back to single collar, you're going to see that he's going to throw punches as I'm throwing a knee to the body. And the reason for that is, when you throw punches as somebody's throwing for the knee to the body, it does extra damage against the head because their short-term stamina is low. And I think it's also because they're on one leg, so, But here you gotta play a really patient game in the clinch. Another tip is that as long as you don't transition too much when you're in the clinch against a better grappler, your grapple stamina won't suffer too much. You want to avoid getting denied twice in a row. Here I'm just trying to let my stamina recover, trying to deal some bleed through damage, not necessarily looking for the break, although I should have went for the break there. Managed to pre-deny that momentum takedown, which happens when somebody escapes the tie clinch back in the single collar and they immediately go for the leg grab. You have to pre-deny that one because that one's really fast. And this dude did a really good job of slowing down the fight a little bit. It's keeping me under control. So as I felt like I was going to do really well in the striking as the fight started out, he was just persistent and got what he wanted. So props to him. He's just working the clinch. The more disadvantageous an area is in the clinch, the more stamina it costs to kind of get out from there. Notice that? Alright, round one's over. Obviously, I don't want to spend 5 rounds against Daniel Cormier in the clinch again, so I'm going to have to hold my ground a little bit more, but I'm also going to have to switch up my shots. So as I was heading into the second round, I'm like, alright, we're just going to try to work the body a little bit more. Alternate with the uppercuts and hooks, straight lead body hook, and essentially look to interrupt him. And now that this guy's a little bit more comfortable, I'm noticing that he's firing off the wombo combo here. That managed to pull the third strike, rock him. And if you notice, I'm alternating between the head to the body, going uppercut to the head and lead body hook, versus just going jab lead body hook. Feel free to use that if it feels comfortable for you in your playstyle. And I'm keeping a note of this dude's shot selection. He's closing the distance either with a 1-2, and then following for the lead hook, or he likes to go jab, uppercut, hook, hook. And if there's one adjustment I believe I should have made a little bit sooner, is I should have started firing just simply straight shots right back earlier in this fight. Because right now he kind of puts me... When you're being reactive in this game, it hurts. When you're being proactive, it's a lot... The game just works a lot better for you. When you're reacting to your opponent and you're just trying to like hope for something to happen, you're more likely to get into some trouble. So now he's trying to go jab with DC, working his way into the pocket. As I'm trying to pull, the straight strike is landing as I'm pulling back. So keep that in mind. If you get somebody that's pulling your strike on the second strike, you want to go with a straight shot so you can hit them as they're pulling back. Quickly again. First up with the hook. Those jabs aren't doing any damage, but it is causing me to overthink a little bit. Good on his part. And there I went to deny the takedown. And he opted to go for the punch instead. Caught his kick. Goes for the overhand. I just want to hit the outside. It's just extremely risky. And there I swayed instead of going for the jab. Instead of I mean, I wouldn't duck with a taller fighter anyways. But he makes a really good adjustment on his part. Goes for the jab. Lead hook to the head. Catches me as I'm swinging. I'm just trying to let my head health recover. You know, this round is now swinging a little bit more into this dude's favor. But I managed to rock him there with a straight lead hook as I interrupt him. Goes for the wombo combo and the straight, but I'm a little bit too close. Getting tall man's curse. So managed to maybe edge the round back in my favor. Get back to using these teeps. A little long foot to the body, and there I get rocked again because I failed to recognize that I had to pull back there, but I managed to rock him right back. Good front kick for good measure. So good adjustments made on both sides. I did a good job of, as I saw his animation was a little bit more gassed, I started using the teeps a little bit more again. I felt a little bit more comfortable. Still worried about getting taken down, of course. You don't want DC on top of you. But I got to work the body so I can open up the head. Like I said, so it's time for me to press a little bit forward. Use those straight shots. And I managed to break through on his block. Hurt them forearms a bit and get that drop. Try to go for a throw. Thought I'd catch him off guard. Didn't do that. Gets a tie clinch. Just keep him thinking. Same entry as before. Managed to stop that takedown with the takedown counter, which can be done by holding L2, R2, and up. He's still going jab, jab. And now you see, now he's reacting. And sometimes, if you're having a hard time just trying to do the right things back to your opponent, doing it right back to them can throw people off. Like, oh man, like now this guy is throwing jabs. Now he's moving his head. Now he's on the back foot. He's trying to survive. His goal would definitely be to grapple a little bit more. Now he blocks over the body, which tells me his body health is low. If he had fired off a hook right there, I could have potentially got a rock or a drop. But he goes to my body and I fire off an elbow counter. And that's one huge advantage for taller fighters in this game. Aside from if you have the long range tools that you can use, like the teep kicks, like the front kicks, like the occasional jabs and the straights. If you have a rear elbow and somebody goes to your body, as you can see right there, the elbow lands against the top of the head and it's a solid counter. Obviously the uppercut everybody knows about, but against anybody good, they can preemptively sway after they go to your body. So the elbow counter eliminates that ability, and it's damaging, as you guys can see right there. But managed to get the W of Alexander Volkov, B fighter against an A+ fighter, and managed to also survive the clinch. But do pick up on what this player was doing in the clinch. He was very patient. I'll say 3 things. He was working on gradual damage, not just trying to get rocks in the tie clinch. He was working on gradual damage. The second thing is throwing those strikes as I'm throwing knees in the single collar. When you're throwing those uppercuts in the single collar clinch, you do more damage. And just simply wearing on the guy in the clinch pays off dividends. Unfortunately, he didn't make it to the later rounds and my stamina was getting low. But managed to get this W, and I'm pretty happy about this fight. So on to this next one. Going against Max Holloway. And not just any Max Holloway, going against SP the Ghost, who is the bane of existence for many people that play this game. But I'm just going to break down his specific style for you guys. His style is really based on the jab spin to the body. And depending on, I guess, what time you play him, sometimes his connection is good, sometimes his connection is a little bit off. In this case, it was kind of late, so his connection was like a yellow bar. But what he does is kind of fire. He just comes out like a bat out of hell. He'll fake glove touch you, throw like a body kick or something early, and it's just jab spin to the body, jab spin to the head, or he'll go oblique kick. If he goes for the oblique kick, it's gonna be the spin to the head almost all the time. So here are your options. If you're worried about all those spin options he has, well, the good thing is he isn't Bruce Lee. He doesn't have spinning kicks that go the other way. So if you anticipate that he's going to spin, and it's going to be a round strike, which it usually is, you can lunge to the rear leg side. So wherever his rear leg is, you want to lunge to that side after that first strike. So I'm not even too worried about the jab. I'm not worried about the oblique kick. I'm looking to lunge to his rear leg side, and I can evade that. However, if he's going for the body side kick, you're not limited to that one lunge option. You can sidestep that body side kick. The only risk is that if he's throwing the lead body kick, you can eat extra damage. So your timing has to be pretty spot on to land that specific counter. But along with that, you also have to worry about other things. There's other weapons, obviously the knees. You have to worry about the body hook combinations. You also have to worry about the spinning elbow. Everything that makes Max the bane of my existence. I swear to God, whenever I run into in this damn division, he'll throw it at you, and he does not care. Stamina be damned. So right off the gate, let me touch gloves. Fake glove touches me. Starts off with the lead body kick. Also, I fought him plenty of times before on this account, and he knows that I try to sidestep. Like I tried to sidestep there, thinking he was gonna spin, and he delayed his spin a little bit, and he's firing off the body kick, starting off with that lead. So with Swanson, being that I have body snatcher, I ideally want to land those body hooks when I know that his short-term stamina will be recovering. Whenever he backs up, I know he's letting his stamina recover. Usually whenever I go to his body with a hook of my own, he immediately fires off a knee. Or really any strike to the body, honestly. But I'm going to be cycling straight, the hook to the body. I'll follow up with a second body hook if I can with the rear hand. Or I'll go uppercut, lead hook. I'll go rear uppercut, lead hook, rear uppercut. And I essentially want to time it either when he's going to my body, right? If he's going to my body with hooks, I want to time the uppercut hook. If he's about to start up a spin or he's about to start up anything really, I want to interrupt him with the straights, because straight strikes have a stopping power against any forward moving strike. And against him especially, I know that he uses the takedown counters a lot, and I have Club Swanson, so his takedowns aren't the best anyways. So clinching him is a good option. Also, if you have the body snatcher perk or heavy hooks or anything like that, and you use them, right? And you're in a grappling situation. So if I have somebody sprawled out and I'm landing my hooks to the body snatcher perk is still in effect. There's the first oblique kick spin. Then I land the block counter. I should rock him there. And there, see that? I'm interrupting him with that combination. I'm going uppercut, lead body hook, rear body hook. It's giving him real grief. I know that he's getting desperate. And as he went to create space, he backed up. He telegraphed that he was going to go for something big, and he goes for the body spin kick with an oblique. But I still saw the spin was coming, and I sidestepped it and managed to land a devastating blow to end the fight. So you can see it in slow motion here in the replay. As he was coming forward with that body side kick, I simply flicked with the left stick, up or down depending where you are. And whichever way that you go, you want to like fire off to that side. So if I sidestepped the other way, I would have started off with the rear hook. I don't know why it works like that, but that's more damage, and we managed to get the W. So good job on the arm pump. We're gonna be on to this next fight. Heading into this fight with Leon Rocky Edwards. And we're going against Mr. Three-Piece for the Soda himself, Jorge Masvidal. I'm just going to give it to y'all straight. Edwards was not done enough justice in this game. His boxing's really good, but his health stats for some reason are pretty low. He doesn't have an elbow, which doesn't make any sense. But he does have a knee, which is pretty good. Does have the teep, so I'm going to try to use that whenever I can to interrupt my opponent, similar to what I did with Volkov. But when I'm using Edwards, I'm looking to generally attack the body, especially when I'm going against a higher rated fighter. You know, they generally have a higher striking stamina. So taking them out by attacking that body, especially when it's a southpaw versus ortho matchup, it'll help even the playing field. I'm noticing that he's sidestepping right now. So find out that body kick is an adjustment to seeing him sidestep. On top of seeing him sidestep, I'm also looking to use the body uppercuts. You don't know how to do a body uppercut. The same way you would input a regular uppercut, say like a square and X or a triangle and circle. You just modify it with L2. But I want to avoid trading too much. Try to fire up an uppercut. I threw a leg kick because I pressed circle first. My fault. If I take head damage because I'm a lower rated fighter, I don't want to get back into exchange while my head health is still recovering, if you understand what I'm getting at. When your head health is in the state of recovery, like right there, if you look up on the left side of the screen, you see it's recovering right now. If I take any damage in that time, a bigger chunk of my maximum head health of what I have at this moment will be taken off. And that is not good. I want to discourage this Masvidal from being too close. If he gets in close, I do want to fire off specific boxing combinations. Similar to what I did against the Holloway, I do have the straight lead hook that I'm going to throw, but looking to throw body shots when he whiffs or in the middle of his shot right after he finishes is generally ideal. Like right there as he started up. Just jab straight. It's an entry. It's predicting that I'm going to throw a jab, but got him in a clinch. The best time I'd say to clinch, if you guys, I know I've been saying that I was going to do like a clinch guide. I do have a clinch guide on my channel, but I can actually show you guys like the ideal time when to clinch. So if you guys would be interested in that, let me know. But managed to get the body rock there. Now pay close attention to what I'm about to do. Look, I'm going straight lead hook. Straight lead hook. That means he's low blocking on the second strike. And now I conditioned him to block high against the second strike, and I was able to get that drop. Unfortunately, I couldn't finish the fight there. Here I'm going for the arm triangle. You play that sequence back so you guys can understand what I did there. It's kind of iced around for myself. His body's hurt. I know that his body's hurt. But a lot of people, when they expect the second strike to be a body shot, they're going to go high, low, high, low. So me anticipating that he was going to go high, low, I just went hit him with 2 shots to the head. The straight lead hook, straight lead hook. Third time he's probably figuring, all right, maybe he's going to go body and then to the head. And then that time I did what he was anticipating the first 2 times, and I went to the body and I got the knockdown. So this greatly evens things out for me. You know, Masvidal has a pretty strong chin. Guy gives me respect, give it right back. You just gotta be consistent with what I want to do. Another key thing I do like to do is if I see my opponent is making good reads, if I see they're going to take themselves out of range, whether by footsies or by using head movement, I'm just going to feint the strike. And there, he does a really good combination. Goes jab, lead hook, uppercut, instead of jab, lead hook, straight. So I get the more ideal thing for me to do now, being that he's throwing that specific strike, is going to be for me to slip it instead. But yeah. Saw he was getting a little bit too close. Clinched him up. Get to double unders. I'm going to take it nice and slow here. I'm not going to rush anything. There's 3 minutes left in the accelerated clock, for example. Deny that transition. And take my time. Take the back. And that's a momentum transition there. If you take somebody's back and you immediately go for the takedown, it's generally a lot faster than usual. And with the grappling in this game, so many things that people don't know. Like for example, if somebody wants to arm trap, right? If they miss time an arm trap, their hands are just kind of like are gonna flick. It's kind of hard to explain. Like you'll see that their hands like go up and then slowly come back down, and that's usually the window in which somebody was trying to arm trap and they failed. So, and right after, once I see like their hands kind of come up, that's when I fire off a strike. Now I wasn't sure if Edwards had the transition up to stack guard. Gets up against the cage, good on his part. Deny that transition, use some flicking against to the right, take him down one more time. Man, I'm really hoping they do Edwards justice. Like, I want Woodley to beat him. Don't get me wrong, I want Woodley to beat him in their upcoming matchup. But I really want Edwards to have like the stats that he should have, because he put out a solid performance against Donald Cerrone. He put out a solid performance against RDA, and really solid performance against Gunnar Nelson. I don't know why that fight was scored a split decision for him. It should have been a unanimous 29-28. But he's good. He's good. The man quietly worked his way up. Unfortunately, his one ticket to fame was Masvidal pushing him backstage, but take what you can get. He also has crushing presence level 2 in this game. At first, when I first saw that he had that, I'm like, that doesn't make sense. This guy's a grappler. But then after watching his fight against Nelson and against RDA, and even in the clinch against Cerrone, I'm like, alright, never mind. This guy's a pretty cool top game. Ain't no Kamaru Usman. He ain't gonna deal like no heavy ground and pound, but the guy can definitely float. He can definitely float. I think he's at 10 planners or something like that. But I think maybe 10 planner jiu-jitsu. But so far, fights in my favor. Stamina's looking pretty good. Hands in his third round. And when I see somebody start to alternate that jab or hook, jab to the body, I'm just gonna plant and go jab or hook. I'm not gonna give them too much space. See that he's trying to alternate jab the hook, and now he's trying to go jab the uppercut. Interesting choice to go to my body now. It's hurt. Going to the body. That will body drop through. I went for the arm bar. Edwards' sub stats are not that great. I don't understand this, so I don't think. Can't recall the last time he's gotten a sub finish, and I really honestly wanted to get that arm bar, but I really couldn't. Also very surprised here that this guy didn't choose to get up. And so if I'm the guy on bottom, I'm kind of looking to stall out for a little bit. He pre-denied that. When you see the indicator flick, like it flashes like that yellow and blue, it just means that like the person like pre-denied it. Like if it's extremely early, if it's later, it's like a regular denial. But pre-denial is, oh my god, it's the worst feeling. You're like, alright, I'm gonna go this way, and homeboy just blocks you off this way. Like, nah, you're not getting out. There he used the momentum get up. Right, so I postured up and then he just went down. It's a very common momentum transition that a lot of people know about. The jab, rear hook to the body. And here, all I'm doing here, I'm just mixing up my timing. Just delaying my strikes. I'm playing around with the rhythm. And here I'm just having fun, just kind of going for the armbar and whatnot. But I don't have to throw everything in a specific timing where it's like jab, uppercut, hook, hook. Right there, we can go so jab, hook, hook, or you can go jab, jab, pause, real hook, and that throws off a lot of players because they're conditioned to believe a strike is going to come at a specific time. A lot of the good players like Rocky and Ed, like they understand that. Bartholomew especially, they understand that players are conditioned to block certain things at a specific time and place. So if you work on your own timing, especially with combos for specific fighters that you like, it changes the way the game works for you, really. In hindsight, I probably should have went for the punches. I went for the armbar twice. So in my case, I didn't feel like I was in any threat to get finished in this fight based on how it was going on the feet. But I will say, if it's somebody that you are having a super close fight against, you want to go for the finish as soon as possible. Definitely want to go for the finish as soon as possible. Don't even give them a chance. Even Even if you know it's gonna be like a lucky win, just take it. Take what you can get. And here it's just a matter of time. I would really be in favor for increased damage next game. Increased damage depending on who you have. Obviously in this game, if you have a higher level move level, your shot does more damage and it takes less stamina. Good pull. Goes to the body. Drop him. Like, Jorge has to Jorge got a chin on him, man. Alright, here I'm full guard postured up based on the way the fight's going. At the very least, you know, I've dropped him with a few body shots, rock him a lot. So if I'm on top, I'm just going to be looking to punch his liver. That's ideally what I'm looking to do. Just looking to punch his liver when I'm on top. Usually I pre-deny to the right. But for some reason, a lot of players are conditioned to go that way when they get top mount, but he managed to get out there. And it's just gradual. I don't know if he was waiting for me to make a mistake. Obviously, Jorge's off the back stats aren't that great. So I was actually looking for a ref stand-up. Wasn't going to try to force to get up. See the ref over there. He's like, all right, get up. Let's not hugging each other. Big Dan. Try to fire for me. Dropped him one more time. Hey, the man is still alive. But it's only a matter of time at this rate. He's already been dropped multiple times. Rack up a knee, get one more body rock, and this fight is done. This is Romero 17. This is the Fight IQ series, episode 2. Again, if you guys have any fighters you would like me to use in the next series, let me know. Any tactics that give you a hard time, let me know. And I'll show you how to deal with them maybe another way. Romero 17, I'm out of here.